Do you see Netflix as digital, or do you see it as cable?
I think Netflix is an MSO.
Okay.
So, you know, you have 23 million subs.
Right.
I mean, Showtime's not in 23 million homes.
Right, right.
So all of these guys are competing with each other one way or the other. I don't have a crystal ball and say how many people are going to unplug. I do believe that for the first time ever, content has turned into an impulse item. Mm-hmm. The best example I can give, back in Nantucket last summer, I made a mistake of taking my 5-year-old, who was 4 at the time, to the grocery store.
Right.
And we rolled by a Redbox machine,
Right.
which he'd never seen.
Right.
Daddy, stop.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, of course, I ended up going home with a bunch of movies I had no intention of bringing home. And, you know, it's a bunch of crap, too, but they say it's a one-day rental for, whatever, 9.99 cents. I don't think I brought them back for 10 days. Right. So the idea is, so I think it is becoming, content is becoming ubiquitous in different platforms. So whether it's an over-the-top offering from Netflix, or whether it's your video on demand. Video on demand, when you say digital, I think video on demand.
Okay.
Because VOD, to me, that's the future. And that's not the same guy that's going to go, or a gal that's going to go to Target or Walmart on Tuesday, because those people want to own the movies. And other people that are sitting in their apartments in New York, and, you know, they can watch a movie for $4.99 over a 24-hour period, that's a different buyer altogether.
Right.
And couldn't find a Walmart on a map.
Right. So you're saying that we could be going towards a subscription-based world then?
I think so. I think that you'll have. I think you'll have a subscription. I mean, I think that you'll be interesting to see what happens with a la carte. And again, not to be, you know, not to be flippant about it, but as long as you control quality content, it doesn't really matter to us.
Right.
Because the idea is for us to have that content, so whichever of those platforms is taking off, you know, whether it be, you know, digital or broadcast or cable or video on demand or Netflix streaming or whatever it happens to be, we just have to have the content. We got to create the content that people want to watch on whatever channel or format or distribution mechanism that they like.
Right. So you're saying create good content, and it might be theatrical, or it might go to Netflix and do just as well.
It might. We did a thing called, we have a significant percentage in this little company called Roadside.
Right.
You know Eric and Howard. Right. We do all their ancillary distribution. We're an significant equity holder in their company, and we can experiment with them. We did Margin Call, which was with Kevin Spacey. We did Day and Date with theatrical on that. We went a very early window, for example, on the Taylor Lautner movie, Abduction, which frankly saved our ass from a profitability standpoint because they did so well.
Right.
I think you'll continue to see that. I think you'll see people playing with those windows. It's you have to. I was going to say at the end of the day, and then I read the other day, which it said it's the most overused expression in the history of man.
Right.
But at the end of the day, consumers are going to tell you what they want, when they want it, and how much they're going to pay for it.
Right.
That is reality.
Right.
And anybody that thinks differently, I think they're going to end up like dodo birds.